Good morning from Alexa's Ranch. So today I want to plant my raised container beds. So for those of you new here to the channel, as you can see, they're a little bit away. Those are the two that I'm talking about. I keep the hay in this shed for my horses, Bachi and Little Bit. So when the frost came, I had placed hay here, you know, to protect my plants. Look at the little sedum. I have some salvia in here, some dianthus, a little rose, some calibrachoa. I have a little mum here that survived the weather, some rosemary, another little rose. And then I have a beautiful rosemary plant here. It's doing so well. We need to cut him back a little bit. It smells so good always. Good morning, Bachi. You're so funny. So let's grab the plants. I kept them here in my Florida room so they wouldn't freeze. So here are the plants that I'm thinking for today. Some violas. I bought these the other day at the Lowe's Garden Center. And some marigolds. My little pansies. Some of them aren't doing that well, but I think they will recover. And then I have a dahlia, some snapdragons, and a kalanchoe. Look at my oxalis. I have one outside that's doing a lot better. I need to cut that one back. Bachi is always so curious. Can you see him there in the window? And then I'm also going to take this container apart that I just planted with Little Bit the other day. I think I made a mistake. The pot was too small to begin with. My little trailing pansy is not doing very well. It almost looks like the soil got moldy. And this trailing pansy, I think, will look pretty in the raised container. So I think I need to replace this soil as well. And then I bought a basil plant that needs to be cut back completely. And then I will plant the basil in here. But let's remove these here first so we can plant these in our raised containers. Let's get started with cutting our rosemary down. And if you have a rosemary bush in your garden and you want some cuttings, you can just literally cut them off and basically stick them in the ground. Let me show you here. All you need to do is cut off a twig, remove the needles on the bottom, cut this off a little bit more, and then just stick this in the ground and you'll have new rosemary bushes in no time. So if you wonder why Bachi just ran through the picture, we have a little bunny family that has taken up home below the hay shed. So every time a little bunny comes out, Bachi runs. So I'm just cleaning up the soil here, removing all the hay and any old roots. So I'm using this little tool here to get all my old roots out and to loosen up the soil. I don't know if this is what you're supposed to use. Let me know in the comments. So I want these containers to be very colorful and summery and happy, and so I'm going to add some wildflowers. So I'm all done. Let me show you what I did. I am very happy with how it came out. I'm a little worried about my pansies, but they have fresh soil, fresh fertilizer. And so I am in good hopes that they will recover. So let's take a look, and thank you for spending the time with me here today. And let me know what your plans are on your raised containers. These are, by the way, Globosa nana. This is the most beautiful mounding shrub. Look at this copper color that it turns in the fall. I should buy more. I only bought 2. They're very, very slow growing. But I think they're so pretty. They make such an accent piece. So anyway, I'm going to clean up under the containers tomorrow. And I have not planted my dahlia, which will go in a separate pot. So let me do this from here. So we got a little snapdragon here. This is all where the wildflowers are planted. Yeah, so I'm going to give this some water. All the empty space is where I have the wildflower seeds. I think this will be pretty with the beautiful red petunia here. And this is a yellow kalanchoe, which I cut off. And the blue salvia will look gorgeous with the snapdragon, the pink and yellow. See, these are the ones I'm a little worried about, but we will see. Well, let me get them some water, and then I'm going to go feed my very hungry boys, Bachi and Little Bit. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.